I would like to call January 12th Town of Atikokan Committee of the Whole meeting to order at 4:29. The first order of business is the disclosure of those interests and general nature thereof, either declare now or any time during the meeting. We have no delegations. Committee of the Whole reports, administration and employee relations. And tonight we are saying a happy retirement to one of Atikokan's long-time swimming pool employees. And I will turn those honors over to Mayor Ferguson for the presentation, please.
Thank you, Chair Johnson. So I have a little write-up here that I'd like to read. So tonight, Council has the privilege of recognizing someone who has been part of our town of Atikokan for nearly 55 decades. Lorraine began her career with the town on March 21st, 1978. Since that day, she has spent her entire working life at our municipal pool. That is not just a long career, it's a lifetime of service to this community. Over the years, Lorraine taught generations of children how to swim, helped competitive swimmers build confidence, and supported athletes who went on to represent Atikokan with pride. Learning to swim is a lifelong skill and one that can truly save lives. Lorraine played a direct role in giving this skill to the community. Just as important, Lorraine mentored and trained many young swimmers who went on to become lifeguards themselves. She passed along not only technical skills, but professionalism, responsibility, and the deep respect for safety, helping to build the next generation of staff who will continue that work today. She also had a special place in the heart for the seniors who came early morning for Aquafit. They were as much part of her routine as she was of theirs. Those relationships mattered, and the pool became a second home for many people because of people like Lorraine. Behind the scenes, Lorraine knew the building inside and out. She kept the systems running and the facility safe. When the town renovated the pool and connected it to the arena, she adapted without hesitation, always focused on making sure her swimmers were looked after. Atikokan has been incredibly fortunate to have Lorraine, alongside Debbie and Nicole, serving this community with such dedication over so many years. So on behalf of Council and the entire community, thank you, Lorraine, for all your years of service and the lasting impact you had on so many lives. We wish you all the very best in your well-earned retirement.
Next order of business, finance, 2026 water and wastewater rates. I'll turn that over to Randy.
Okay, if you see my report, I have some rates listed. The asset management plan recommendations are increase to water for 3.7% and increase to sewer 5.5% for the next 20 years. But I also gave a couple, so that would work out to be a 4.5% increase, which is $50 annually, which is $4.17 a month. I also gave a couple other options in case council wasn't liking those numbers. So 1140 and 1135. So I'm looking for direction on where you're comfortable with raising the rates.
Councillor Stimson?
Thank you, Chair Johnson. Yeah, I messaged Treasurer Coulson and asked her for the other rates of like the laundromats and the car washes and all that. And there's one that I'm kind of wondering about. A motel up to 15 rooms is $259 for water and $173 for sewage. So it says more than 15, it goes up $67. So you can have you can be up to 30 rooms, 35 rooms, and you're only paying $67 more for water and $44 more for sewer. I don't think that's right. I think the bigger the more rooms you should be paying. You should be paying significantly more than $67 more for another 15 rooms. I'm not sure about the two hotels, how many they have. And then for car washes, I see what the price is, but that's car wash for 3 bays. What about if we get an automatic car wash and there's umpteen dozen vehicles going through there a day? Are we going to charge them whatever we think one stall's worth, or it just seems to me that everything's good. Everything's good except when it comes to the motels and maybe the car wash could maybe use a little tweaking, but I think we're mostly dealing with the residential right now, although I think it's all lumped into one. But I just maybe, I don't know if what anybody else thinks, if $67 is suitable for an extra 15 rooms, and $44 is extra for sewage is worth it for 15 rooms or whatever. Because we're only up. It says 15 or more than 15, and if we happen to get a new motel, hopefully, and it's got 50 rooms in it, are they still going to just be paying the $326?
And then if that happens, we would review our rates.
Okay.
Right now, these things don't exist, so.
I think most of the motels that are in town now are more than 15 rooms, and some of them are higher, and it's only $67 a quarter more for water than having 15 rooms. It just doesn't seem like much of an increase if the more rooms you have once you get up into the 30-room area.
Randy, would they take into consideration average occupancy rate?
We don't, we do flat rates. I mean, we can change this bylaw at any time, and it's due for review. It's overdue for review. But yeah, you can take lots of different, most municipalities are metered, but the ones that do flat rates, like there's some municipalities that do it by number of people in the household, so there's different ways you can do it.
Councillor Shine?
Thank you, Chair Johnson. Brandy, how do you determine the rates for these businesses?
It's before my time.
Oh, okay.
So and then it's just increased annually.
Just annually, just like when you come back and you increase the residential?
Yeah, and then I think I might have had to change it once to, because there was a business that wasn't listed in there, so we had to create those rates. But for the most part, yeah, it's historical.
It's historical. Okay, thank you.
Jason?
Just to add to your second question, if we did have an automatic car wash, as Brandy said, that would be a new business, and we would look at the rate at that time. So it wouldn't necessarily fall into the same category as a coin-operated business.
I guess there's nothing we can do about the minuscule difference between 15 rooms and more than 15. I guess we can't do anything about that right now anyways, now that we've...
Again, I think if a new business did we would look at the amount of rooms and have a discussion at that point.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Are there any other questions for Brandy concerning this matter? And Brandy was asking for some direction.
Yeah, so is council okay with the asset management plan recommendation at 4.5%?
Mayor Ferguson?
Thank you, Chair Johnson, and through the chair, we need to maintain and fix our water and wastewater system, and I think the 4.5 is a nice round number, and I think it's really in line, and it's not too high, and it's something that I feel the residents should be okay with, and everything goes up, and I'm comfortable with that number.
And especially, Brandy, correct me if I'm wrong, we have to be self-financed, and by what year?
Nothing's been legislated yet. They've just been talking about it for years, that municipalities should be, their water system should be self-funded. We've been expecting it to be legislated at some point because it was talked about for so many years, but to this point it hasn't. But everybody's trying to get to that point anyway, knowing that at some point it probably will be legislated.
And I'm in agreement with Mayor Ferguson that it's a comfortable, nobody likes to see anything rise, but it's a comfortable figure, and we have to work towards attaining self-efficiency, so a little bit at a time. Councillor Shine.
Thank you, Chair Johnson. I'm in agreement with what Mayor Ferguson and Councillor Johnson said, because it is part of our asset management plan, so it only makes sense that we're following that as well as we didn't mandate that we have to be self-sufficient. It was the government that's bringing it down. So I think the community has to be aware of that as well.
And if you recall as well, last year, our operations costs increased significantly for water. I think our one contract went up like 26%. It was a couple $100,000. So our costs have raised significantly as well.
So, Councillor Lyons.
Thank you, Chair Johnson. Yeah, through the chair, I also am in agreement with the 4.5%.
Councillor Stimpson once again.
Yeah, thank you, Chair Johnson. I guess I'm in favor of it too. I thought we were just gonna, but.
So Brandy, does that give you direction that you're looking for, girl?
Yes, I will bring a bylaw to not the council meeting tonight, but the next council meeting with those rates.
Thank you.
Councillor Johnson, Chair Johnson, if I may, when it says full cost recovery and self-funded, that doesn't mean that the government is making up the difference. That means that the taxes are making up the difference. So what they want to do in the future is to charge for water and sewer funds all the water and sewer projects. Right now it doesn't. It is funded through tax dollars as well. I just wanted to clarify that the government's not making up the difference. We are paying either way.
Thank you, Mayor. If we're finished with that, we'll move on to finances, and I'll direct that to Brandy.
Okay, so I have the December revenue and expenses. If anybody has any questions.
Mayor Ferguson?
Yes, thank you, Chair Johnson. So it says December 31st, but all revenue and all expenditures aren't in yet on this, is that correct?
No, this will continue to change for the next few months as things come in and reconciled and,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Again, I just wanted to say that, so when people see December 31st, they're not thinking this is the final total.
Yeah, no, it's a draft until the financial statements are prepared, really.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Counselor Stimson?
Thank you, Chair Johnson. Yeah, whenever I see these, I always look for demolitions, and it's just nice to see the great job that ELM did taking down that house on Star Street. They cleaned right up and everything. It's really professional, and I'm glad that we got it done. It made a neighbor very happy.
Exactly.
Thank you, Graham, if he's online.
Counselor Shine?
Oh, thank you, Chair Johnson. Brandy, with this is going to help the rest of the managers get together and meet that mandate for February for the Strong Mayors Act for the budgets. This is going to give them a clearer picture of what they need to be prepared for and bringing to us.
Sort of. I mean, the budget, they're already all handed in now, so they had draft numbers as of October, I believe, was when I sent it out, maybe November? No, it had to be October. So their numbers that they worked off of were from a few months ago.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Are there any other questions for Brandy? Okay, moving on. We'll go to other business, and it's NOMA AGM, April the 22nd, 24th, and I would believe that would go to Jason.
Yeah, so just to let everyone know, there is a change of venue this year. NOMA has decided to host their annual conference at the Valhalla Inn. And then I believe they have a block of rooms set aside at a really good rate, and I think that opens up tomorrow. So we're just looking for kind of an initial commitment from Mayor and Council who will be attending. I know we're missing 2 councilors today, but we do want to make sure that we can book rooms for everyone. So it just generally, again, not things change, I understand, but we're hoping to see everyone at the conference again. So.
Can I see a show of hands?
No, this year. This is in this April.
Oh, okay.
This is in a couple months.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I have a show of hands who's going to be attending?
Perfect, great, thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'd also like to say, and I know we're not registering delegates, but I talked with Sue about this, and we're not sure, but I think there is a single day rate for people that aren't going to attend the entire conference. They can elect to choose a day rate, which is save some money for the town if they're not planning on being there the whole time.
Well, it looks like we've come to the end of our business. I'd just like to add one thing. I want to congratulate the township workers for the excellent job they have done last week and this weekend of removing the snow, getting it down to the asphalt, because the roads are getting pretty hard for the small vehicles to navigate. And then to come out on Sunday and do a wonderful job of the whole town, I just really, really appreciate it, and I'm sure all of council is in total agreement. So Tyler, if you could pass that on to the Public Works for us, we'd really appreciate it.
I'll be sure to let them know. I think they'll appreciate that.
Thank you.
Sure.
We done.